Listen, before you watch this video, I need you to like and subscribe, man. The goal is to get as many college coaches to this platform as possible to get these kids scholarships. So in order to do that, I need you to like and subscribe to this video and even share it.
What up, what up, what up, what up? We are here at Byron Nelson High School with the Lady Bobcats. We are here with the Lady Bobcats. They had a great season last year. Y'all had a great season last year. Looking to do better. You know what I'm saying? Do better. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. Got a team full of seniors. Team full of seniors. I think it's gonna be dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been following y'all for a little bit. Before we get into this, y'all need to like and subscribe to the channel, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Press conference. We're doing something different, man. We're doing something different. We're pulling up to these schools. We want to know about the season, the expectations. Who y'all excited to play? How far? What's the goal? What's the slogan for the year? So that's the whole thing behind this press conference, man. Just to really create an atmosphere behind the girls' culture. I mean, of course, y'all know the game is growing, and it's only gonna get better the more talented y'all are. So let's bring them on stage. Athletes, here we go. All right. First up, we gonna talk to the big commit, man. We're gonna talk to Bella. Bella, UTEP.
Yes.
Kind of talk about it, man. Talk about it. Why? What made you pick UTEP?
So as soon as I went on this visit, I was planning to take all 6 visits, but I went on this visit. It was my 3rd one, and I just fell in love with it. I really love Coach Adams and the way she coaches and the way she really cares for her players on a personal level, and I really think she does a good job of developing her posts, which is something I really want to I want to develop in college as a post. So that was really important to me, and I just love the team there, the atmosphere. I love where it is. So yeah.
Got you. So you talked about developing the post. I like that you kind of went into. Is that kind of what you went in at the visits, and kind of was looking at their posts and how they developed over time, if they stayed there a while. I think that's dope, to really focus in on what your position is at the end of the day. If you went in and they only develop really guards and their post not as good,
yeah,
then it wouldn't be a good fit. But what kind of made it homey for you?
I feel like I spent a lot of time with Coach Adams, just asking questions, and she showed me a lot of film. And so on a lot of visits, coaches will tell you players to look at, but she really sat down and showed me the film and broke it down. She even showed me some of the workouts that she put the post through to make sure that they're developing and really getting in the gym. So I think a lot of the personal time and how she really took the time to really explain it to me, that made me feel really homey. And the team, they're just really fun people. We went to a football game with them. They were all welcoming, really fun. So yeah, just everybody just very, very nice and very close.
Got you. You had 15 double-doubles last year. What kind of drives your consistency night in, night out?
What'd you say? Sorry.
You had 15 double-doubles last season. What drives your consistency?
I don't like to lose. I like to win, and I just kept wanting to get better and do better. I knew I had one, and I started out the season getting a lot of double-doubles, so I was like, let me do this in district. So I felt like that kind of just fueled me. And also last year, the year before that, I didn't get to play my full season. I tore my ACL, so I felt like I came back a lot hungrier. So yeah, I feel like that fueled it.
Got you. Okay. Pass the mic to Kenzie. Kenzie Morris. ECU.
Yeah.
You been on varsity since a freshman? Everybody don't get to say that.
No.
Everybody don't get to say that. I don't care what school you go to. Everybody don't get to say that. Just kind of talk about, first of all, you being on varsity all 4 years. Talk about your development over the time, and then the team success over the time. Getting to where y'all were last year.
Okay. So started off my freshman year. We had a pretty good team, and I say I started off not as confident in myself, but then throughout the season, our team was doing really good, and then I started to step up and knew if I didn't step up that I wouldn't have the same role that I would the next 3 years. So that kind of boosted my confidence. And then sophomore year, we didn't have such a great season, but I knew that there was like pressure on me and Belle, obviously too, because she was there. But since she was hurt, like I also had to like take a role in leadership too. And then it passed on to junior year and now senior year.
Got you. So you took on a leadership role as a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of talk about that leadership role and how has it developed in today as a senior.
I feel like since there wasn't a lot of people, like we had a lot of people injured, and so someone had to take the step up to like, not even like vocally, but like by example too.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like just having to like knowing that I had to do that for the team helped me like carry on and get better for junior year and now this year.
Got you. Okay. So you did knock down 51 threes last year. How important is your shooting ability to the team?
I think it's very important. I feel like that's my role. That's my main thing. If someone's gonna ask me like, what's your role on the team? What are you best at? I'd say shooting threes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you feel like that helped the team?
I feel like it really helps because I feel like they all trust me to knock down a shot when we need it, and I feel like I put enough time in the gym to be able to trust myself in that too.
Okay. So when you off on certain games, what do you kind of rely on because you're not gonna be able to shoot the ball every night at an excellent level.
I feel like I rely on obviously my teammates too, but definitely like Coach T-Rob. If she like motivates me and tells me like, oh, it's okay, like you got it, then it helps me to not like get upset and just keep going and worry about the next play. Got you.
All right, Miss Shooter, ECU Tigers. Can't get away from the cat time. Can't get away from the cats. All right, Trinity. So you came in as a transfer.
Yes.
You coming to a new location. How is it kind of like trying to fit in? Because you were a senior, junior?
I was a junior.
So you're a senior now?
I'm a senior now, yes.
Talk about that. Like, you moved in as your senior year.
So I was at Argyle for 3 years, and over the summer, T-Rob had followed me on Instagram, and Belle's like, she's trying to get you to come over here. And I was like, Byron is the last place I want to be. I'm not moving my senior year.
Right.
But then over the summer, I came and played a summer league game with them, and I saw my spark coming back. I started to find love for the game. I started to like feel like the coaches could actually use me over here and like use my talent and ability.
Got you. So you was basically on the verge of kind of losing your love for the game? Yes.
Definitely my junior year. It was a rough. I was mostly a bench player. Wasn't playing a lot when I got moved up to varsity, and I was just losing love for basketball.
Got you. Talk about the culture they kind of building over here. I mean, they went 16-0 last year, and then you moving in as a senior, like, you know what I'm saying? You got Kinsey, you got Bell.
Yes.
Like, necessarily they team. So It's kind of like you coming in as a senior.
So coming in as a senior, I was definitely nervous that I wouldn't fit in, or people would be like, who's this random girl coming in? But they've just made me feel so welcome, and that I have the ability to like come into a loving group of seniors, a loving team. And T-Rob has made me feel absolutely welcome too. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's rare, like, especially on the girl side, like, y'all connect with friends. I'm pretty sure you got friends in Argyle still that you talk to every day. I think it's like rare that you see, unless it's like mom got to move, dad got to move for work purposes, like, to really take that initiative. You know what? Like, I'm gonna take a chance on myself. Like, the last year is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Big risk, but it seemed like you happy. Seemed like you're real happy.
I love it over here.
Good. So, Michaela. They say you coming back off injury.
I am.
You coming back off injury. Talk about the mental state, first of all, that you gotta have to.
I would say like towards the beginning, it was really hard because I was just like my entire life was basketball, and then all of a sudden that was like cut out. But I think just watching my teammates, that still continued that spark of fire within me, because just watching them fight for that 16-0 really made me want to be a part of that. And so now that I'm cleared and able to play again this upcoming season, like I'm ready. I'm ready to go fight, and I'm ready to go another 16-0.
I like it. What do you look forward to every day? Like, I mean, I know y'all been practicing and stuff, but like, kind of talk about the locker room.
Like, locker room, our atmosphere, it's just amazing. I really love our team energy. I honestly look forward just to like getting better with my teammates, and like even if we're having like a hard practice and we're like running a whole bunch of lines, I just know that means like our game energy, it's gonna be so much better, and we're gonna be so much better during the season for that.
Gotcha. You know you having that little head moving. He be, yo, big. Going to the young pup in the building. Miss Burke. Burke 3. Listen, newcomer of the year. I think you probably one of the best shooters in the state. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. Just the confidence. Kind of talk about it, like being on varsity, newcomer of the year. What was your thoughts?
It was definitely nerve-wracking at first, like coming in as a freshman and having so much pressure on you to be like the best you could be, and like having an off game, like just like making it up in different ways,
right?
But also like it building my confidence.
Got you. What is your roles for the sophomore season? What are you planning on? What did you get better at? You feel like?
I feel like I definitely got better at like getting my teammates open shots and like passing the ball better and looking up the court for my teammates. Got
you. I think you really had like necessarily like a breakout season last year. You know what I'm saying? Like being a freshman on varsity. Like I said, everybody don't get to say they've been on varsity all 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a special thing. I'm pretty sure that was one of your goals, to make varsity as a freshman. So kind of talk about that feeling of making that goal happen.
Yeah, so it definitely took a lot of work. I had to practice a lot to get the best I could be to make varsity, because it's the highest level you can do. So
right,
just locking in and working every day to get better.
Okay. So you did average 12 points per game last year as a freshman. What's your biggest goal this year for year 2?
I would say to not only be productive on offense, but to help on defense too.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to move to all players. So the motto is Muda? Is that right?
Mudita.
Okay. Kind of talk about what does that mean?
So the definition of Mudita is finding joy in other people's successes. So I found this video on like it was a reel, and I sent it to T-Rob, and it was the OU softball head coach.
Okay.
And they use the word Mudita a lot, and I really loved the video, and T-Rob was like, yeah, I feel like that would be a good word for a team. So yeah, just like finding joy in other people's successes, and I feel like that's like really like helped our team like through hard times when things aren't going your way, making sure to find like joy in other people. Right. And I feel like Kayla can relate to this a lot too, and me. Like when I tore my ACL, it was really hard to come to practice because I can't play, and I love to play basketball. But I feel like even when Kayla's saying like watching your teammates fight for it, like it sparks you, like you find joy in that, and it makes you love the game even more. So yeah, basically.
Gotcha. So I kind of want to talk to y'all too. Like y'all coming off those major injuries, you know what I'm saying? Like especially in the girls' game, y'all get the ACL is like
okay.
I don't know. It's just a disease or something. Like it's just somebody get it, somebody do it. Really talk about what else do you bring to the team when you in those moments?
I think that when I couldn't play, I really found like my voice as a leader, and I feel like that helped me even when I came back. Like I played like a leadership role because I'm looking at the game from a different angle. Now I'm like sitting on the sideline and I can see like different things, and you also like on the sideline when you're like talking to a teammate, like you kind of learn how they act and what they don't respond to. So I feel like that really like made me become a better leader, just seeing it from a different spot, like sitting out. So that's my answer.
I would kind of agree with what Belle said. Is watching my teammates, like I knew whenever they were off, I knew when they weren't really having the best day, and I kind of learned like how to talk to them and how to get them like back in their game mindset, like ready for the game. And it helped me kind of find my voice as like an encourager, because I knew that like while I was going through something bad, I couldn't let that bring me down, and I still had to keep the energy for my team up. Because going 16-0, there was a lot of like wins, but there was also some days where we like struggled in the mornings, and just coming in and trying to hype my team up and get us ready for practice was one thing I really tried to focus on.
Got you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen. This is the Lady Bobcats looking to make history. But hold on, one more question. 16-0. I'm gonna ask the coaches this, but I want to ask this from a player perspective. What did the locker room have to be like in order to make that happen? And how far did y'all make it last year?
We lost first round of playoffs. That's not gonna happen this year.
Okay.
But yeah, locker room. There's a lot of tough moments. A lot of like words sometimes you didn't want to hear, but I felt like that like really helped us out. A lot of things in the locker room, like during halftime, sometimes we'd go in a circle and we say like one thing we need to work on, or like we go in circles, so we take team timeouts and stuff like that. So I felt like that really helped us like get what we needed to say out and get it out of our mind. But sometimes there was a party in the locker room, sometimes it wasn't. But I felt like those tough times and those sometimes harsh words like really helped us make it through. Like, yeah.
I feel like going back off what she said, like there was things that you didn't want to hear, and like it would come across like you could even take it personal, but at the end of the day, like it always ended in a positive. So like, for example, Belle could be like, Kinsey, you need to stop doing this and you need to do this, but then she'll be like, but you got it, like it's okay. So it always ended in a positive, and no one was going into something like mad or like where they can't play anymore or something like that.
Got you. So they kind of like they correcting you with a negative, but also backdoing it with a positive.
Yeah.
Got you.
I think it's a lot of holding each other accountable, because like nobody here is afraid to get onto each other and be like, hey, like you have to fix this. Whereas some girls on other teams are like, oh, I don't want her to be mad at me. I don't want to start drama and everything. And even it's like Berkeley as a sophomore, like she's not afraid to call people out and be like, you can't do that. Like you have to fix it.
Right.
But because ultimately it's for the good of the team.
Got you. All right, it was good talking to y'all, man. Seemed like y'all got a good chemistry going, good vibe going. Hopefully we gonna go farther than the first round. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Good talking to y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all media day, and we will bring up the coaches next.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, y'all. Listen. The girls is on a mission. 16-0. We about to bring up the coaches, man. You know, you got to have a head to the snake. As far as the coaches. But listen, man, as the coaches come up, bro, we got 6 people in here. We ain't got no likes on the video. We got to get some likes on the video for the Bobcats, man. We got to get some likes on the video for the Bobcats. The coaches, like I said, the coaches are getting set up, and we are in the building. Hold on, don't be turning these lights off now. We is in hell, getting right. There we go. Get some likes in the building. Let's get some likes in the building. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We on the verge of trying to get 2,500 subscribers. We're waiting on the coaches to kind of get set up. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in, getting the coaches set up. How y'all feeling today? First of all, we had Byron Nelson with it. Just enjoying the moment, man. Really, just enjoying the moment.
Nah, he'll tell you who it gets.
Come on, Tracy. Yeah, waiting on you. All right. Here we go. We got the coaches in the building. We got Coach Robin, correct?
Yes.
Coach West Taylor. Got it. All right.
T-Rob. I go by T-Rob.
Oh, T-Rob. My bad. Keep it short and simple. All right. Here we go. Listen, we got the coaches in the building. How y'all doing today, first of all?
We're doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Okay. He said, yeah, you got it. All right.
We're very excited to be here.
All right. We're going to start it off. With you, T-Rob. You're entering your fourth season. I'm at Byron Nelson. 19th overall. Well, first of all, you pretty much had Bell all 4 years. Yeah,
Yes.
Bell and Kinsey.
Bell and Kinsey were on varsity their freshman year and started. So my first year here, they were here through the grind, through the valley.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of talk about the process. Like, what kind of makes this group different from the past years?
That I've been with the seniors since they were freshmen.
Right.
So no matter what team they were on, it's kind of, we started together. We've been through stuff together, built a program the past 4 years. So we've been through a lot. One part of it, we've been through a lot. And then also with our JV, I've known them since 7th grade now. So I've known them for such a long time. Their parents know me. So this year's really special just in the fact that I've been with these girls for a while.
Gotcha.
And
do you feel like the 7th grades know you a little, the ones that was in 7th grade, the JV, do you feel like they know you a little bit more than this group?
yeah, I do, because I've seen them so young. Like, I've actually watched them grow up to where those seniors, like, they got here and I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, we got to win now. We got to
Right.
win now. And the 7th graders like, oh, T-Rob's at the game. Oh, T-Rob's here. Like, so I probably know them just a little bit better because I've known them such a young age. But I've also had the seniors, I've been around them so much.
Gotcha.
Most of them were on varsity since their sophomore year even. So they weren't there their freshman year. They were on varsity their sophomore year. So they've been around me a lot. They know me pretty well.
So kind of talk about playing your kids like early, like, you know what I'm saying, not playing a seniority system basically. Like
Playing what?
Playing your kids like early, like playing them on varsity as a freshman, sophomore. I think that's a privilege, first of all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because not every kid gets to say they was on varsity all 4 years.
Yeah.
But kind of talk about the belief and just kind of seeing the development process of the kids and like, we can use them now.
Yeah, I'm real big on freshmen coming up and seeing how seniors do things, how they lead, how they can get integrated into the program. But I think it's important that, for their development, that if we're able to get some of those kids up so they can see the leadership of the older kids and how they handle things on the court most of all.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. Got you.
But
last year, 16-0 in district play. Well, first time in history. What did it take behind the scenes to kind of achieve that milestone? And everybody can kind of give them a piece of it.
I mean, from my perspective, it's the work, like
Okay.
the work the kids put in here. They start with performance course in August, and they go through 6 weeks of that where we get up early, 6:30 a.m. So the work they put in really produces what's on the court when they believe in themselves. Instead of it just being like, oh, yeah, this is what we do. Like, they actually put in a lot of work to get to that. And that's a lot of things that people don't see behind the scenes. It's like 6 a.m. showing up here.
Gotcha.
Even on homecoming, we show up 6 a.m. So.
Oh, so the 6 a.m., do you get a lot of griping or the kids just kind of used to it by now?
No, not usually.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. They kind of know now. Like, they know the expectation. I think the seniors were very excited last Friday when it was their last performance course. They were super excited,
Yeah.
but they don't complain during it. No,
Gotcha.
they don't. They have an excuses quote they have to memorize. So they stay pretty on target with that. We'll remind them if they start making excuses.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just touch on that. I think a lot of what led to the 16-0 season last year is kind of a product of being under T-Rob for the first 3 years. You know what I mean? So I think they just kind of learned and grew. And again, when you have people like Kinsey and Bell and they're on varsity from freshmen, they get to know what it's like to play varsity basketball under T-Rob. You know, they just kind of grow in the program. And I think last year was just kind of the product of that program kind of finally showing its potential.
Right.
And so that sets us up perfectly for this season because I think we can be obviously even better than that. So, but I think I owe a lot to T-Rob because I think, you know, her being here for that long and those girls being with her since day one, 4 years ago now, you know, really showed last season.
Yeah. Hold that mic real quick. Hold that mic. I got a question for you, man. You got a lot of respect for her, bro. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I can hear it like every time you like T-Rob. Like you got a lot of respect for her, like especially as a male. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Male assistant. Like kind of talk about just really like following the lead of a woman coach and like really giving her giving her flowers, bro.
Absolutely. I mean, she's earned them by now, and I think one thing I respect a lot about her is the time that she puts in. You know, when she mentions seventh graders, she's not just waiting for them to come over and play a game once a week. She's going to their practices. We are going to their practices now, so I've just kind of followed in her footsteps. But again, like she puts a lot of time and effort into this program, and I think since I got here last year, all I've seen is the successes from that.
Right.
So it's just easy to follow along when it's kind of already built up, and all you got to do is just fall in line.
Got you. All right, you can go on past the mic now. Miss Taylor, Coach Taylor. What did you see last year? Like, what did you see as far as the shift? And first, how long you been
This
here?
is my first year, so I can touch on that one. I can really touch on that one, this being my first year.
Okay.
I came over from Keller High, and so I got to see it from a rival standpoint. But when I tell you that there is no one in this DFW area that works harder than these Bobcats,
Right.
absolutely, they are top notch. They work out in summers. They work themselves out at different organizations around the DFW. They are to the point where they go and pick up friends and take them to their own one-on-one courses with different people playing basketball. They make sure that everyone on the team is getting something outside of the season. This team steps up when coaches aren't looking, and they hold each other accountable for the different things in the off season that we can't be a part of.
Right. Okay. And kind of talk about what's your ideal, I guess, role with the team. This your first year. Like, what did you come in really wanting to get done?
My role really coming in, I saw how she likes to step down and pull up those 7th, 8th graders, get them involved. Knowing Coach West coached an amazing freshman team last year.
Gotcha.
We actually coached against each other.
Okay.
And so I could see 15, started out with 17, ended, with 13 to 15 girls. They have the want to. So coming over, I wanted to be a part of their growth.
Right.
Just like she started with these seniors, I wanted to come in and kind of help them mold and get that background, the basics that maybe they didn't have right then.
Right.
Kind of put all the pieces together so that they can make sure that where these seniors are now, that's where they are in a couple of years. So just kind of coming in and taking that step beside her.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
amazing.
So with stars like Bella, Kinsey kind of committing to the D1, D2 schools, how do you keep the team focused on collective goals and just not the individual?
I'll take
Yeah.
We have a good answer for this one. I know you talked to the girls and
Right.
they kind of already set the stage for this, but we actually have a team goal this year.
Okay.
Called mudita. It's a word. It's a Sanskrit term, but it means finding joy in others' success
Gotcha.
rather than your own success. And I give credit to Bell and our seniors for the ones finding and being like, hey, we want this to be our goal this season.
Right.
Because we all know how awesome they are as players. And so it's very easy to get lost into the individual part of the game. But I really give those two players credit for kind of bringing it along to the team. And again, our team word, our team goal, we've got shirts that say Mudita. Like it is, or we're really trying to drive it home from the start of the season that, we're going to find joy in everybody else's success and worry a lot less about our individual stats. And as long as we're winning and we get the W and we're in the win column, I think everybody's going to be really happy with that. So that's the goal.
Yeah.
But that happens to be kind of something that we're focused on this season. So.
Got you. How do you keep the players from being complacent?
Well, that is always a tough challenge for across the board at any level.
Right.
I think, especially when you have success, is understanding that that's not the end of the line and that there's more success to be had. And I think losing in the first round last year, as difficult as that was, coming off such a successful season, I think it really kind of highlighted to our athletes that, 16-0 can't be the end-all, be-all. And I just think, if they're all bought into it, it's easier on us to keep them complacent, or to keep them from getting complacent, I should say. So, and again, credit to the girls and the athletes for buying into our theme, I guess you might say.
Got you. As assistants, you can go ahead and keep that mic. As assistants, kind of talk about the development role in your process. It's a lot of talk going around. High school coaches don't really develop and doing these things. To go have a good record at the end of the day, you got to do some type of development, encourage them to do individual workouts, coming in early, staying a little bit late after practice. Kind of talk about your development process.
I think, and again, credit to T-Rob, because I think putting the time in with the middle schools and before they ever step foot in Byron, they're already bought into the Lady Bobcats program, whether it's Medlin, whether it's Tidwell, the middle school feeders that come here.
Right.
They know about the program. They know our faces. They know our names. They come in the summertime. So I just give her a lot of credit for building that program and the culture to where, we don't have to wrangle them up here. They're just here. You know what I mean? They want to get better, like Coach Taylor said, and they've all bought into that process and they understand the work that's required to do it. And so for us coaches, it's been, really easy because we know that, when we're not there, they're still going to get their work in. And, even if it's coming up here on the weekends, opening up a gym, that's a part of the process. But again, starting at 7th grade, 8th grade, I coached the freshman team last year. So we, as a collective, put a lot of effort into those younger programs. And, I'm not saying other schools don't do that, but, I do feel like we probably do that a little bit better. And like last season, freshman JV varsity, we were all well in the winning side of things. So I just feel like it's kind of been put together, the culture of Lady Bobcat basketball, and everybody that comes into Byron just kind of already has that expectation and knows what the expectations are.
Got you. Taylor, I know this your first season, but hey, the questions don't stop.
That's all right. Hey, he said it all. Going down to those younger girls, having your face out there, making sure they know who you are, they buy in early. Their parents buy in early. And that's, that makes it easy for us to do our job, is when the girls have already, and I have to say, the seniors, the juniors, they do the same thing. Like they go to visit those girls. When they're here with us, they pull them along. We've got some future coaches on our varsity team. They love to coach up the younger girls, and they'll do it anywhere. So that's what makes it really easy for us.
Got you. Y'all talk a lot, and you got to put it on cue. Like, it's not a lot of schools that do that. Like, that really focus in on the young babies and kind of building a farm to kind of make it easy. You know what I'm saying? Rather than trying to make kids come over from different schools. Kind of, you the leader of the pack. Kind of talk about why was that a focus point?
It's just a lot of people don't know about like Roanoke Trophy Club in our area. They think they're a small town, even though they're right in the middle of the Metroplex.
Right.
And so they really value those relationships and building a community. And I grew up in a small town. And so I saw my head coach all the time, 7th grade practice, at games, everywhere. So I was used to seeing and he was in the town for like 25 years, but I was used to seeing him everywhere. And so as a head coach now, I feel like I've got to be seen. I've got to be there. I've got to build these kids up. I've got to, when I went back to coach for him, I was coaching like 7th grade B team. I was state champ in my town. He put me in 7th grade B team. But for me to learn,
Right.
and when the kids got to high school, he's like, you know, we have like 4 B team kids playing varsity basketball because of the inspiration they had when they were little. And so I always, or when they were in middle school. And so
Right.
I just always kind of took that with me. If that's like my superpower as a coach, to get them inspired and make them feel involved and make them feel a part of something, then I need to use it.
Got
like,
you.
because to feel my role in life. Right?
Got you.
And that if I have that ability to inspire people, especially at a young age, then I want to do that. I want to make sure that role gets fulfilled.
Got you. So you said,
But this is like small town out here.
I mean,
you know.
but also getting the parents to buy in at that age, especially like with school ball. Like, you know, in school ball, it's a bunch of different stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Kind of talk about how is that process like really getting these parents at the 7th and 8th grade to buy into what you already doing at the high school level. Does you feel like the success of winning kind of gets them to buy in, or?
Yeah, and camp in the summer, you know, it's like a small town, so a lot of them come to camp. We're able to build our relationship with them at camp. Their parents come in and see us. They talk to us. So we're already able to kind of start that when they're in like 5th or 6th grade because they're through the gyms, like for camp and stuff. So, I mean, they meet us there, and then it's just like every year, we're coming to a game. We'd be at the Bobcat Parade we had just Wednesday.
Right.
They see us there. We all make a float. So, like it's a small town. They feel like they're a small town, tight knit community.
Gotcha.
So, yeah,
tight knit community. Yeah, 6'8".
Tight knit community.
Yeah, 6'8".
Yeah.
What's the ultimate vision for Byron Nelson basketball, and how close do you feel like you are to achieving it?
I mean, for me, I just want kids to feel excited about something. So if we can do that, I want them to be excited and inspired by that. I want them to leave high school like with a good, just like, I worked hard for this and I was successful. And so when I go to college, I can work hard to be on the rowing team. I'll be successful. Or if I want to be the president of my sorority, or if you put the work in, you'll be successful in life. Like, for me, I just want everyone to feel like they worked hard and they were successful, and it's something that they can carry with them in the future.
Good, got you.
And to be excited about basketball. Be excited, the excitement about sports.
But me personally, I don't really think that's I feel like basketball is just the number one universal sport that everybody just loves. You know what I'm saying? Just even if you can't play it, like somebody they can play basketball.
Yeah.
But Byron Nelson has multiple players committed to programs, college programs. How do you level the talent each day in the gym, like kind of raising the standard for everybody to kind of reach that goal, if that's their goal?
Yeah, I mean, we try to tell the kids, you know, our workouts are designed for kids to go to college, and so they will be challenging, but when you get to college, we want you to feel like you can be on a team and play a role on a team, not just be there. And so we try to use terminology that they'll hear in college, try to talk to college coaches in the summer and stuff, so I'm kind of getting an understanding of what they're saying in practice or doing in practice, so that our kids will go with some knowledge of how to lift weights, what they're going to expect in a film session, the terminology they're going to hear on the court, how fast the drills are going to go, those certain things. So,
got you. How do veteran players kind of help the younger players in practice?
They're amazing. Our veteran players are amazing.
Tyler, like you want to say?
We tell our older kids, like, they know we're going to expect a lot from them. Okay. And so when they become a senior, like, yes, we want you to be front row in the classroom. We want you to get all A's. We want you to help the younger kids. We want you to serve your community. Like, so they know the standard is very high, but I think they like the challenge of that.
She sets the expectation from day one, and it's not just with, like, the expectation for those freshmen coming in is that when you get to that senior level, this is what you're going to do, no matter what. So they come in and they already know they just have to grow in what they're wanting to do. They know what they need to do. Now they just got to grow to get there. And those seniors that are here teach them how to get there. And it's just a replacement. I mean, they circle in and circle out. And starting young with that expectation, I think is what builds the program.
Yeah.
I mean, because they learn it quick. And if you don't learn it quick, then there's going to be some hard days.
Got you.
And no one wants to go through with hard days. The expectation is not just out here on the basketball court. It's in the classroom. It's when you step foot anywhere with that Byron Nelson on your shirt.
Right.
You wear it with pride, and you make sure that as a group, collectively, you show everyone out there in the community who we are and take it forward.
Got you. Last question, because this month we can talk for real.
All day.
The energy in this gym, just right now, the team, like the whole unit, like the identity of this team, like I can see is like real positive, like no flake. This ain't no. I can see it in everybody's face. Like I'm just around the gym, I can really feel the energy of like this is real, genuine love right now between the coaches and the players. Like no animosity. Y'all at a 6A school with 3 coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's a tough challenge. You know what I'm saying? But like really talk about the identity of Byron Nelson.
We break out on Bobcats and family, and we spend so much time together. I think, like we've highlighted in the summer, in the mornings, we're all getting up early. We're all sharing that same grind, and we're working through it together. We end up, becoming like a family. We spend so much time together, and for me, I think it's just the common goal. Every girl in here has the same goal of like winning at the next level, making a deep playoff run this season. And so they all understand that, and they know the expectations are up, and so I think they just enjoy the grind and the process, and we love each other. It's like a family. So we spend enough time working through trials and tribulations together. You get closer, and you get to know each other, and you get to know what drives coaches, what drives your players, and I think just the chemistry has been grown through the culture and developed to the point where it's like just one giant basketball family at this point. So, yeah.
This energy is really good. I could tell, like, it's all smile. Like, it's like I could tell, like, when it's fake or whatever. But like, this is real team.
Yeah.
This is genuine for sure.
We try to tell them like we break out on family because like you're gonna fight, with your sister. We're like the days are not gonna be perfect. Like, you're mad at your mom some days, you're mad at your dad, you're mad at your brother, but at the end of the day, like, if we're family and we say that, then we're going to get over it, and we're going to truly care about each other and each other's success. So that's kind of where we go from there. Like, every day's not going to be perfect. Coaches are going to be mad at you someday, you're going to be mad at us. But when we walk off this court, we truly want the best for each other. And,
No, that's good. All right, listen.
I don't even think there's anything else to say. That's it.
Yeah.
There are days that, we come in and it's just like a struggle. We're on a struggle bus. But at the end of the day, if we say something, they're gonna take it to heart. They're gonna know that it's coming from a loving place. Anytime and every time we tell them something that they, really don't want to hear at that time, but they know that it's needed.
Got you, man. This is good. This is a good one right here, boy. This is a good one. Thank y'all for y'all time. Thank you for allowing me at y'all media day. Bring some extra flavor. And I think this is actually going to help other teams, like, really around the Metroplex, having a standard at the end of the day. Like, my ultimate goal at the end of the day is really create a competitive nature, in the city. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about the kids don't compete. Well, we're gonna fix that. We're going to fix that. Talk about the team, and let's enjoy this season because the girls' game is growing. And Byron Nelson Lady Bobcats is on a mission. They're on a mission. And I enjoyed this time and appreciate y'all.
Oh, we appreciate everything you do. Like, for just to grow attention to high school girls basketball, the shootouts. We see you in the summer. We see you at showcases, interviewing the kids, making them feel like they're doing something important. So we appreciate you big time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. And that is it, people. People, appreciate you.
You're awesome.
But yeah, we finna get out of here, man. We finna get out of here. Until next time, big guy, you know what we talking about. We out. Peace.